When you think of fighter jets, you picture America's deep pockets, Russia's brute force, or Europe's mega projects. But then there's Sweden, a small neutral country famous for sensible cars and IKEA. They shouldn't even be in the fighter jet game. Yet, they built the Saab Gripen E, a jet that's outsmarting the giants. Sweden's population is smaller than London's, and their defense budget is a fraction of the F-35's catering bill. Still, they built a world-class fighter. Most nations gave up building jets alone, but Sweden, with its signature quiet determination, just did it. The Gripen isn't the biggest or stealthiest, but it's the smartest. Instead of throwing money at the problem, the Swedes threw brains at it. They focused on information, efficiency, and outthinking the enemy. The result? A jet that's affordable, reliable, and adaptable. An underdog that's rewriting the rules. While others built expensive, maintenance-heavy jets, Saab made one that can be refueled and rearmed by a handful of conscripts on a highway. This isn't just a weapon, it's a practical system for real-world combat. The Gripen E is engineering genius, changing the conversation about what a fighter jet can be. It's the David among Goliaths, and it's got the world's attention. So, how did Sweden pull this off? By refusing to play by the old rules. Let's find out how they did it. What's Sweden's secret? It's all about smart, affordable, adaptable design. While other jets are like high-maintenance supercars, the Gripen is a rally car, tough, easy to fix, and built for harsh conditions. At $85 million, it's a bargain compared to rivals like the F-22 or Rafale. But the real win is in running costs. The Gripen is cheap to fly and maintain, so pilots get more time in the air. It doesn't need fancy air bases. The Gripen can take off from highways and rough strips, hiding in plain sight and striking from anywhere. This agility is baked into its DNA, born from Sweden's need to defend a vast territory with limited resources. Every design choice is about efficiency, a single reliable engine, a modular airframe, and easy upgrades. It's not about cutting corners, it's about smart engineering. The Gripen proves you don't need a blank check to build a world-class fighter. It's a masterclass in maximizing value, making it a favorite for countries that want top performance without breaking the bank. Why build a massive, complex jet when a lean, clever one does the job better? The Gripen's philosophy: outthink, outadapt, outlast. That's how Sweden built a jet that shouldn't exist. And it's why the Gripen is changing the game. Here's where the Gripen E really shines. It's a flying supercomputer. Modern air combat is about information, not just speed or firepower. The Gripen's advanced AESA radar and IR system let it see without being seen, tracking targets with precision and stealth. Its real magic? Data fusion. The Gripen links with other jets, ground stations, and ships, sharing real-time data for a unified battlefield view. The pilot isn't just flying, they're commanding a network, seeing through the eyes of their entire team. In 2025, Saab added an AI co-pilot, a digital brain that analyzes threats, manages electronic warfare, and suggests tactics. This AI processes information faster than any human, letting the pilot focus on big decisions. It's not about replacing pilots, it's about giving them a genius partner in the cockpit. The result? A jet that's not just fast, but smart, one of the most formidable fighters ever built. The Gripen E is proof that brains can beat brawn in the sky. It's a revolution in air combat, and it's only getting smarter. That's the real edge of the Gripen. Theory is one thing, but how does the Gripen E perform in the real world? Exceptionally well. Brazil's Air Force has flown the Gripen E since 2022, even building them locally, a huge boost for their industry. In 2024, the Gripen made its debut at Cruisex, a major multinational exercise, flying complex missions alongside top jets and performing flawlessly. Brazil was so impressed, they increased their order to 45 jets, deepening their partnership with Saab and Embraer. The Gripen's success isn't limited to South America. In 2024, Thailand chose the Gripen EF over the F-16 Block 70. Other nations like Colombia are eyeing the Gripen for its performance and low costs. For countries tired of expensive, hard-to-maintain jets, the Gripen is a logical, powerful alternative. It's proving itself not just on paper, but in the skies. The Gripen is winning over air forces worldwide. It's a global contender, not just a Swedish marvel. The Gripen E was built for the future, with a modular design that makes upgrades easy and affordable. In 2025, Sweden invested in long-term Gripen development, ensuring it stays ahead of emerging threats. Software-driven architecture means new features and smarter AI can be added with simple updates, no wrenches required. Saab is constantly integrating new weapons and sensors, making each Gripen more lethal than the last. This agility is a huge advantage. The Gripen can adapt faster and cheaper than its rivals. It's not just a jet, it's a living, evolving system. The battlefield changes fast, and the Gripen changes with it. That's why it remains relevant, formidable, and future-proof. The Gripen's greatest strength, its ability to keep getting better. It's a fighter that never stands still. Let's look under the hood. The Gripen E uses a single proven GEF 414 engine. Reliable, powerful, and cost-effective. It hits Mach 2, pulls high-G maneuvers, and keeps logistics simple. The delta wing and canards give it agility and control, making it deadly in a dogfight. 10 hardpoints mean it can carry a versatile mix of missiles, bombs, and pods for any mission. It's armed with the latest Meteor missiles for long-range kills and a Mauser cannon for close combat. The Gripen E's range, over 2,500 nautical miles, lets it patrol vast areas or strike deep without constant refueling. It's a true multi-role fighter air superiority, ground attack, you name it. All this with low operating costs and high reliability. The Gripen E is a beautifully balanced machine: speed, firepower, endurance, and brains. That's what makes it so hard to beat. The Saab Gripen E isn't just another fighter jet. It's a challenge to the old rules of air power. It proves you don't need a superpowers budget to build a world-class fighter. The Gripen's smart design, efficiency, and adaptability have redefined value in military aviation. It's forced air forces to look beyond price tags and focus on real-world effectiveness and availability. By making advanced tech affordable, Saab has democratized air power for smaller nations. The Gripen lets them punch above their weight, defending their skies against bigger adversaries. It's a new blueprint: smart, networked, adaptable, and affordable. The Gripen E is a triumph of Swedish ingenuity and a game-changer for the future of air combat. It's influenced how nations design, buy, and think about fighters. The jet that shouldn't exist has changed everything,